Good morning, kids. I'm fixing my Facebook, sorry. I should be paying attention to you. And there I am, not paying attention to you. Good morning, kids. I'm also on Facebook and I'm also on YouTube at the same time. Uh, who cares about that? Whole potentially inappropriate. Nothing's inappropriate. They're telling me that I can actually on YouTube stop inappropriate comments. Are inappropriate comments troll comments? Good morning, kids. I'm still kind of asleep. I had a party last night I had to go to. I have to go to these cannabis parties. And they're totally amazing and fun, but you have to try product, and I don't want to be doing that every time I go out because I can't function. So I'm a guy who likes to use cannabis to calm myself down and not have to be functioning. I don't do it in the daytime when I have to function. It's my chill out anxiety medication. So good morning, kids. Good morning, Crystal and Thoreau and Putsy and Ronaldo and Stacy and Jerry and Sabina. Do you guys all have your coffee? Do you all have your coffee? Guess what? These are coming soon. The B cups are coming soon. I'm working on it, okay? Julia! Is that Julia from Toronto, Julia? Good morning, Cole. I'm sorry I've been so busy, you guys. Listen to me. Good morning to everybody. I want to, yeah, you use weed, Artemis, to calm your PTSD. That's what it's for. That's what it's for. Yes, we must have our coffee. Good morning, Nate. How are you, my friend? Just make your coffee, get your coffee. You have 5 minutes to get your coffee and get back here, okay? So, let me tell you, what was I going to tell you that's really, 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 really important? Good morning, Aldazini and Mitchell and Logan. Good morning, kids. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Smash. Good morning, Katie. We missed you too, my friend. As you see, what I have here, my mala beads, because my spiritual guide, Soren. Good morning, David. Okay, it's great to see you, my friend. I'll be in New York next month, so we will hook up for sure. Good morning, Azra. I am fantastic this morning. I'm a little, my throat from using too much cannabis yesterday at a fucking amazing party. But I want to tell you guys this before I forget really quick. My friend's cannabis shop here in Los Angeles got raided yesterday. It got raided by the LAPD for no reason. It is illegal to sell cannabis, to have a cannabis shop, to have all of these things in Los Angeles, and she got raided. She's a lesbian woman who owns a shop. She's been doing it for 20 years. I love my mala beads. I love them. Listen to me. The best thing my spiritual guide said to me was, go get my mala beads. And I swear to God, I feel like a new person. I don't care if it's here. I don't care if it's here. I don't care if I manifest it and it's not real. That my mala beads aren't really. For me, they are. They are making me feel safe. They are making me feel like just something. So that's that. That's why I'm wearing my mala beads. I've been having way too many, too much energy coming at me. And it's hard for me to take it all on without feeling drained. The last month I've been feeling drained because I take a lot on. You guys know that I take a lot on because I want to, but it still gets to me. Mala, M-A-L-A, yes. So let me tell you this real quick. Is that you, Soren? It is. It's my guy. Soren is over here in YouTube. And anyway, Soren is always open to anyone who needs any energy work or anything. He is amazing and beautiful spirit. He is. And I wouldn't tell you that if I didn't use him myself. So I'm not telling you to go and do anything that I have never done before because I have to test it out. People ask me to like post things about things. I'm not posting anything until I try it out. So that's how I work. But anyways, let me just tell you, it is Soren. Hello, beautiful friend. Soren is the person who didn't make me, but suggested that I get this. Listen, Yesterday, my friend's shop in Los Angeles called Pain Free Society got raided by the LAPD. She got taken into custody. Her sister, this is bullshit behavior. It is not okay. It is legal to use, sell cannabis, to own businesses of cannabis, to distribute cannabis in the state of California. California should be a country. It should be its own country. We would fix a lot of things. Everyone will be moving here. So, Stacy Jerry says, I also know as prayer beads. Yes. Hi, Danielle. Yes. Can I sell you some cannabis, Danielle? You can go to pridecannabis.com and look at everything. You can go to bucksbalm.com and you can know everything. And actually, we'll talk about Bucks Balm in a little bit. Cole says, Buck, my mom talked yesterday, but still won't let me live there. We need to help Cole out. Can Cole please go and post in our B Cup community forum? There's people there want to help you, Cole. The BS war on drugs. When you raid somebody's legal cannabis shop, good morning, Margaret, it is not positive. It is negative. It is Big Pharma who does not want us in the game to sell marijuana cannabis products because they want to own it all and not share with us. I'm not game. I'm a legal cannabis business. Okay, my friend is legal. That's bullshit. On the federal level, it isn't legal. So that's the problem. State level, it's legal. Federal level, it's not. So the feds have jurisdiction over the state, and they can just come in and wipe us out. Why? Why are we wasting everybody's time and energy on bullshit behavior like that when we have a million other things to do? It's legal. We are consenting adults. We are consenting adults smoking, using, whatever we need to do, rubbing it in our bodies. It is legal. This is the part that's upsetting me more than anything. And as an activist and as a human rights activist, we need our fucking medication. Marijuana, cannabis, weed, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is a medication. It is not a drug. Big Pharma sells drugs. They're drug dealers. I'm not a drug dealer. I'm a medicine man. Okay, I am teaching you about natural medicine. Cannabis is a natural medicine that does not pull you down and under, make you depressed, make you not want to function in the world. It is clearly a medication that will help you move forward. Talk to anybody who uses it as a medication, not people who are just stoners. That's a different situation. I'm not a stoner. I'm not a stoner, and I'm not a pusher. I'm a man who believes in natural medication, who believes in letting you have alternative medication. If you need your Prozac, stay on it. But if you decide Prozac isn't what you want, but you want to try an alternative that's medication, you try cannabis. And that's what I'm talking about, chronic pain. Soren says, Cole, if you need to talk, please message us on Facebook. There you go. Big Pharma wants people's money. The Putsy says, what I would give for my mom to be able to take some form of marijuana for my mom's cancer, but unfortunately she can't because she drives a school bus. That's ridiculous. But listen to me, Putsy, CBD. Talk to me about CBD. Many people with cancer are using CBD for pain and also for recovery. But maybe because, I don't know what state you live in, but if your mother has a medical marijuana card, they can fuck off because it's a medication. It's like saying she can't drive the bus if she's using her insulin because she's diabetic. It's the same thing. Your mother can fight that. I don't want her to get stoned driving the school bus, but she can use CBD and other alternatives, okay? So there you go. And exactly, Adamus. Adamus made a great statement right now. We're in an epidemic of opioid crisis in this country, and you're worried about marijuana and cannabis? Are you insane? What are we doing? Don't you guys see the big picture? Of course you do. I'm speaking to you. You guys are here. So Deanna says, I agree. I have MS and I use marijuana. Relieves pain, relieves anxiety, helps with sleep. I use it for my sleep and my anxiety. Rebecca says, this is a life-saving drug. Big Pharma does not make money on something that does not make us sicker and dependent on them. It's a war on humanity. Exactly why my hand is in it. Exactly why my hand is in it. Sabina says, I'm looking at cannabis for my chronic migraines. Yes. Yes, let's talk about that, Sabina. It will help that. Probably, maybe even just CBD. CBD is amazing. Look, Stacy, I sent Stace some Bucks Balm, and are you using the CBD vape, Stace? That's what I'm talking about. People are actually using my product, and it's actually helping with their pain. It's a real thing. Let me drink my coffee for a minute. So yeah, how is this? It's happening because of Big Pharma. Why am I even asking the question? It's happening because of Big Pharma. We need to stop this. We need to start to fucking tell people cannabis is not, okay, reefer madness. That's what people have in their minds when they think about it. They think of reefer madness. It is far. Do I look like a crazy person? Well, I guess I do. But that said, I'm not a crazy person. I'm very focused and I know what I'm doing. And I use cannabis. Sabina, yes, talk to me offline for sure. Yes, send me a DM though. God, or emails are better. I answer emails faster than I answer Facebook DMs. I'll be honest with you. Philip says they test for THC and not CBD. Exactly. If there's anybody who's working a job where you are not allowed to use cannabis, but you have pain and a little bit of anxiety and all of that, I highly suggest you check out CBD. I have CBD vapes, which are amazing, and it goes straight to, or I have Bucks Balm, or I have spray. I have all kinds of things, okay? So check out CBD. Do a little research, okay? And try CBD. It does not come up on a test that you are using cannabis because it's not THC. So that's the key. Jerry says, I use, what is that? Someone's coming into my door. I used CBD tea last night before bed. Much better sleep, and you can order it online because it has almost zero THC. Mine has zero THC because I use hemp CBD, which is different than full plant CBD. There's a whole war going on in the cannabis world about hemp CBD and full plant CBD. It's like, this is not good. And we got ego in the cannabis world. We got ego in the cannabis world. What did I tell you about communities? Always people got to come in with their shit and be like the big guy. Oh, you don't even know. Some people in this business are really unbelievable. People just don't want to let people just do their thing. So, good morning. Hi, Saturnia. How are you? Good morning, everybody. So, do you have your coffee? You have your coffee? I hope you have your coffee because now we're going to get into some conversation here. And today what I want to talk about is, what do you want? What do you want? It's a real question. What do you want? Right? And I put down there, what do you want? Not saying, what do you want? A new pair of glasses. You want a nice set of pens. You want to have Buck Angels lube. You want to have, I don't know. What do you want? That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. What do I mean? What do you want? What do you want? You got it. You know what I'm talking about. Cheese and crackers. I'm a cheeseaholic. I'll tell you that. Happiness. What does that mean, happiness? What is happiness? You want to wake up every day and feel like joyful. You can have that. You can have that. What are the things that are stopping you from waking up in the morning and feeling like joyful? And feeling like, oh my God, this is like my day. What are the things that are stopping you from waking up in the morning and saying, this is the day I feel independent? Leah says, wants independence. Okay? Really, what are the things that are stopping you from moving to that next level of waking up in the morning and going, I'm free, I'm happy, I'm independent? Okay? This is a real question that I think is a very important question. Stacy says, I want to be happy in my life. I want to feel complete. So I'm assuming, Stace, that you don't feel complete, okay? Everyone has the path, everyone in the path of Irma to be safe. Yes, this is true, too. We must send out good energy for all of I have a lot of friends in Florida. Rebecca says, I want to never take granted every breath I take. Rick says to be an authentic person. Margaret says, be decisive. Crippling anxiety. Oh, Michelle has crippling anxiety. It's horrible. I just want full-blown happiness. I want someone to hang out with me who I can trust. Yeah, that's cool. Cool. Trust, all these things. But guess what? These are all things you're looking out there. It feels like you're looking out there. Are you looking inside here? Because guess what? You're in control. I'm telling you right now. You are in control of your mind and your body. You are totally in control of it. I swear, I gotta stop doing no and doing yes. I don't know when my head wants to do this. It's weird when I'm saying yes. It's totally weird. I think I should make one of those little dolls that sit on the dashboard of your car. And look, don't I look like a bobbly doll? I should be one of those bobbly dolls. Would you put me on your dash? What if I was just like this and I was a little doll and you put me on your dash and you drive and you could talk to me all day? It would be kind of cool. So Alessandra says, I would like to change my job and don't be mobbed. Change your job. Change your job. Logan says, I want to stop worrying so much. Stop worrying. What are you worrying about? What are you worrying about? Nate says, I want to reduce my pain levels naturally and take the final control of my PTSD flashbacks so I can forgive my... Oh, that's so beautiful, Nate. Oh, okay. That's a heavy one, my friend. That's a heavy one, my friend. You should talk to Soren. That's a heavy one, my friend. You got to remove some shit. Soren can help you remove some shit. You got to remove. Remember the bubble? Soren taught me the bubble. And at the end of when we talk today, we always remove the shit. You got to remove some shit out of there. And I'm sending you so much love, my friend, because I know how crippling that is and how fucked up PTSD and triggers and all that shit is. But let's figure out how we in the B Cup can help you to remove and go and fly and be up in the sky with the rest of us. Because that, my friend, is not okay for you to be living your life in such pain and out of control of this. And I'm not discounting everybody else's. I'm not. But there is some serious PTSD we have in our community, and some people are crippled about. They can't leave the house. They can't go. Depression is a fucking bitch. I was depressed all last week. Soren also suffered from PTD. Hi, Sabina. It's you. I see. Antonio says, hi from Spain. Right on. Jay says, I'm an intersex F to M, and I have often been unhappy in my life. But through your movie and your words, I have found self-acceptance and happiness. Oh, it's not me, my friend. I'm just your cheerleader. But thank you for watching the movie, and thank you for actually getting something out of it, because that means a lot to me, that my life could help you get to another level of yourself. And that's why we are here. We are here to share each other's path. We are here to share each other's heartbreak. We are here to share each other's amazing fortune. We are here to share each other's ideas, opinions. How can I help you? What happened to me? Shouldn't happen to you? This is how we move along. This is how we create a beautiful, amazing, awesome community. This is how we uplift each other. Let me tell you something here that I have learned. You don't grow and not want to help other people. If you're growing and not want to help other people, I'm going to tell you something right now that's real. You're not growing. You're not growing because you're still so full of yourself. You're so full of yourself. That's not growing. That's hardcore ego, self-centered, which you should be to a certain extent. But it doesn't mean leaving everybody else behind, and it doesn't mean just having focus on you. Compassion is part of growing. Empathy is part of growing. And when you see another community member suffering, that's what you're supposed to do as a community member. Reach back or reach forward or reach sideways and bring them together with us. That's what we are supposed to be doing. If you don't feel like you want to do that, you need to find another community or not belong to a community, because maybe that isn't your path. But if you are part of a community, it is your responsibility as a community member to help other community members who are not at your level get to that next level. This is what I believe, without making judgment. You know, that's kind of like what I used to think that Christianity and religion was about. I used to think religion was about helping, was about creating, was about a unity, was about opinions becoming. That's what I used to think. And then I changed my mind when I started seeing all the hate coming out of people's mouths from organized religion. That you aren't this if you don't say that. And that's exactly, again, what I see within our transgender community. The same idea that it's about me, 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 and not about you. And fuck you if you don't talk and act like me. That's what's happened to our community. That's not community. Jerry says, I want to continue to be brave and care for myself more so I can continue to care for others. Beautiful. Sabina, reap what you sow, karma, give what you get, choose your statement, love and compassion given to you should be shared with the person. Yes. Yes. It's a real thing, kids. It really is. Learn this. You will feel so empowered when you share. Don't you feel happy when you share? I don't know very many people that don't feel happy when they share. When you have a gigantic cake, do you just say to myself, I'm going to eat this whole fucking cake? No, you don't. Most of you here are going to be like, who can I find to share this cake with me? I don't want to eat the whole thing because most people are going to want to cut the cake up into pieces and share it with everybody. But if you're not the sharing the cake kind of guy or girl or person, why? Why? Why do you want to keep it all for you? Why do you want to not put out and share the abundance? Okay? Why? What's happening here with you? Margaret says, when I found the independent Wiccan path, I began to forgive myself and others. It was like I was in a box my whole life, and then the sides of the box fell off and the world opened up. Beautiful. Nate says, the only form of Christianity I've seen like that is, the Unitarian Church is amazing, based in Christianity, but using teachings from all religion. That's why it's an awesome church. Good morning, Alex. How are you, my friend? Rebecca says, exercise kindness and be gentle to your fellow human. It's just a basic thing. It's just a basic thing. Philip says, I was thinking that, Soren says, Philip, that is a great question. Being intersex has different mindsets than trans, but again, labels are for foods. It's true. Being intersex, who cares? But we need to talk about this on a level. You know, you're blessed. You're blessed with a unique, beautiful, amazing body and spirit. To be intersex is to be blessed. To be transgender is to be blessed. To be cisgender is to be blessed. We all have something special. We all have a purpose. We are all here. We need to stop separating ourselves by categories of LGBTQIAP. It has caused and wreaked havoc on our community. It has wreaked havoc. Because now, even though this generation are the ones who have moved us into this idea that we must claim our pronouns, we must claim our surgeries, we must claim whether or not we're trans, we must claim if we're queer. The new generation started that, which is quite fascinating to me because they come to it as, we're not labeling ourselves. Really? It sounds to me like you're pretty much labeling yourselves, youngsters. When you come to it as, what's your pronoun, the first thing, that's a label. When you're worried about somebody not using your correct pronoun, you have now labeled yourself. So it's quite interesting that they're not stepping back from their own egos, because it's ego-based, and saying that it doesn't matter where I fit in, because that's where I come from. That's where hi Alistair, good morning. That's what I'm talking about. Why are we so concerned within our, let's just say, transgender community, what your pronoun is, what surgeries you've had, where you are within the LGBTQI spectrum? That's labeling. They're so full of shit. They don't even see past it. They're so full of ego that they don't even see past it. That if we don't claim this, we aren't part of. You have just put us back in a box. The whole point of transitioning and moving on is to get out of that box. And this whole idea this is the part that's a little bit upsetting to me, because I claim a gender. Binary and gender is over. What? It is not over. It never will be over. Gender is a real thing. Binary is a real thing. It's fine if you don't want to belong to that, but stop saying that it doesn't exist, because I am a man and I live binary, and it is not a bad thing. So when you say stuff like that, you're insinuating that gender is a bad thing and that binary is a bad thing. There are many of us who still want to live our lives in the binary gender, and I do. I just happen to be a man with a vagina, so I'm not like exactly in it. I created my own self, in my own vision, not in the vision of God, and not in the vision of them, and not in the vision of Trans Inc., and not in the vision of the cult. I created my own vision. I am Buck Angel, a man with a vagina. That's me. Okay? I don't fit into any box because I created my own self. That's another thing that we must start to teach each other. You have to create you for you, and not because you want to make sure God likes you or that person in this club likes you, or because that's what's happening. We are teaching a younger generation to claim these ideas of what it means to be trans without giving the person the opportunity to claim their own self. You're giving them a box of identity. This is the box of identity. You can now come and join our cult or our club, whatever you want to call it, and then you will be accepted. Really? Are you guys thinking what I'm thinking about that? Hi, Patricia. Says, I would bake you an apple pie book and you could share it with whoever. My favorite pie. How did you know that? That's my favorite pie, apple pie. Anybody wants to make me a pie? Apple pie. It, hands down, my favorite. Not too sweet. Nate says, binary is as valid as non-binary. I'm not binary, but just as I fight against people like Piers Morgan saying I don't exist, I fight. Who cares? There's always going to be people who say you don't exist. Forever. Let me just break it down. I almost will guarantee you, in your lifetime on this planet, not everyone is going to like you, my friends. Not everyone is going to like you, and not everyone is going to validate your existence, and not everyone is going to give you pats on your back, and not everywhere you walk can you say, trigger, trigger. Guess what, my friends? That's not the real world. You're living in a bubble, and that bubble is about to break. People will always say bad things. It's a reality of the world. Stop pretending like we can walk around saying, I have a trigger. You can't say that to me. That's not real world living. And we are teaching a younger generation to be so hurt and so freaked out about any kind of judgment. People are going to judge you. If you don't think they are, I don't know what world you're living in. Or you're in some kind of box right now living with other people who are telling you lies. I'm not going to tell you a lie. I'm going to tell you Trampaw's been around for 55 fucking years. I put myself out on the front line every day. People attack me every day. As you know, I'm a nice guy. There's no reason to attack me, but people attack me all the time. So that's the reality of it. You will be attacked forever. People will not always like you. People will not validate your existence. People will not say your pronoun. People will not say you're a man or a woman. They won't. And I don't give a fuck. Do you know that people still say I'm a she? Forever I'll be a she because I have a vagina and my history is female. Oh, please, grow up. Grow up. That's all you got to say to people like that. Grow up. I don't care. You don't need anybody's approval. Let me have a sip of coffee. Do you people out there, hold on, let me just see this. Elizabeth says, I can't stand Piers Morgan. I know he's so ick because he doesn't like himself. Because he doesn't like himself. Do you know why I'm not asked to come on those shows? Because you can't upset me. They want people to be upset and angry and act out so you can say, look, those trans people are crazy. They always ask the more wingnutty fucking ones that are going to go off because they live for that shit on television. They're not going to ask me to come on Piers Morgan because I'm going to be like, so Piers, how's it going, my friend? What makes you more of a man than me, Piers? Oh, your penis? Your penis. That's how you decide whether or not you're a man and I'm a woman. Because I have a vagina and you have a penis. So, my friend, what is the reasoning behind that? Oh, you were told that. Oh, I see. So because you were told somewhere in the spectrum of your life that because you have a penis and I have a vagina, you are a man and I am a woman. But how come you believe that? Why are you believing that? Scientific evidence? But where does the scientific evidence come from? No, you can't have the argument with me. Because in a nutshell, here it is. Piers, you have been told that your penis makes you a man. Are you listening to me? You have been told. Who told you? Now, what makes that person the person who can tell us who we are. God? Are you kidding? You actually believe in God, Piers? Really? Come on, you're really at that level? Wow, dude. You see what I mean? They're not gonna bring me on the show because you cannot actually prove it. You can say scientific evidence, but what is that? That's a bunch of dudes and women and people and microscopes and da 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 da. But who says that's really it? Who says that? As far as I know, I've proven you wrong, Piers. My life is male. I walk the world as male. Nobody ever argues with me as male. You might not, if you met me in the locker room, are you telling me that you wouldn't think I'm a man, Piers? Are you sure about that? You're lying. You would totally think I'm a man. We have to start confronting these people. Cole says, next Tuesday, I'm getting my tubes and everything out. Oh, wow. You actually have surgery and you're homeless? He's he's gross. He's gross. I don't know why I just spent so much time on him, but he's gross. But I wanted to make an example. We have a lot. This is why those people have the voice, not us. This is why it's like Big Pharma. They don't want us to come into the cannabis business because they want to fucking be greedy and have all the money. It's the same with those talk shows and those things that are actually reaching the people we need to reach. They don't want us to reach those people, so they put people like Piers Morgan in because he creates this energy that people, fucking fanatic, crazy energy that people feed off of. People feed off of that energy, okay? Instead of changing the level and giving them what we give them, they want to give them that because it keeps people totally insane. Teaching them lies, teaching them how to have self-hate, teaching them how to hate other groups of people. That's what all that nonsense television shit is. Don't watch it. Don't watch it. Do you know what? I don't watch any television. None. Zero. I don't watch any news. I have a news app. I just see what's going on and I remove it. The best, I remember when I was living in Mexico, I used to watch CNN because I was living out of the country. And then one day I thought to myself, why am I always feeling so angry after the morning coffee and like I'm feeling like rah? It's because I was watching the news. Do not watch the news. I'm telling you right now, do not watch television. Do not watch the news. Don't watch any of those fucking shows. They are brainwashing you and they are actually taking you into a negative space. I watch movies, Netflix. I find specific things. You must find things that are positive to watch, that are creating your mind to think about things, that are giving you food, not giving you trash. That's like drinking bottles of Coke every day. You're eventually going to feel fucked up from it. Fucked up from it. Drink Coke every day, you're going to feel fucked up from it. Zero nutrition value. Totally drugs and crap in your body, sugar. It's the same with the television and the news and all of that shit. You don't need to watch it. It's doing you nothing but damage. Day says, everyone has the power to create propaganda, which is scary without regard to what kind of audience they gather. It's more about their... Yes! Television is propaganda, 100%. Rick says, I have found that if you don't like me, I don't have time for you. And that's exactly what you should do. Rebecca says, but what we need to be informed on current events is why you find an app for your phone or go on the internet, look at a news, whatever news feed. There are a million news feeds, a million. Pick and choose the ones NPR, stuff that's really actually real. That's actually real. Democracy Now. Those are really great channels that bring you the real on the ground shit. Not CNN and MSNBC and blah, blah, blah. Even though Rachel Maddow is awesome, it's still corporate bullshit where they're not letting the real stuff come in. Find the real news. But find it on your phone. Spend 5-10 minutes just making sure what the fuck's going on and let it go. You should most definitely stay up to speed on the crazy fucking wingnut and what's going on with the hurricane, and what's happening in the Middle East, and what's happening with North Korea. And you should most definitely be on all of that. DACA, our trans-military ban. But don't spend time in front of the television set watching bullshit behavior because it will seep into your body. It'll seep into your body and come out your ears and your nose angry. They're creating that. Let me tell you this. News, TV shows, reality shows, the housewives of wherever, Those are all shows to keep you trapped. The Kardashians, all shows to keep you trapped. Think about it. Think about it. What are you getting from that? You're getting this. I don't want to think about life anymore. I just want to go look at somebody else's fucked up life and not think about my fucked up life. And that someone's life is more fucked up than mine. I know it. So I'm going to turn the TV on and go watch the Kardashians turn into fucking crazy people all day long. Why did you do that? Because you didn't want to work on yourself. Because you didn't want to take responsibility for your own self. So instead of saying, I can't deal with myself right now, I'm going to turn on the fucking TV and watch some bullshit stuff that's going to make me either feel better about myself or lost. Or lost. And I don't have to think. This is why they have created that. Do you see? In a sense, what it's doing is it's controlling you. They are controlling you. It is a controlling mechanism. Stop watching it. You will not grow as a person. You will actually go deeper down in depression, PTSD, triggers. I'm telling you, it's poison. It's poison. HuffPost, there you go. There you go. HuffPost, Jezebel. There's so many. Make a list in the B Cup, kids. Make a list of great news organizations, apps. Share with us what you use. Share with us what's your favorite, why your favorite is. Share with us. That's why we're here. We need to share with each other. What do we do? What do we listen? Get off the goddamn news stations. I'm talking to MSNBC, Fox, CNN. Get off of them. They're not real news. I don't care what you think. They are not real news. You need to find the real news, and you need to spend the most 10, 15 minutes looking at it and move on. And move on. And check again maybe later for the hurricane, whatever. Okay? So with that, kids, I gotta go. It's time. Every day I have to write 30 minutes in my book, and it's so hard. So there's some interesting things coming out of my brain as I write my book that I have forgotten. And I really realized through this experience of writing my book how much stuff I dealt with as a youngster. I'm writing my first chapter, which is my young days, 10 years, 11, 12. And, I really feel very grounded with myself and pretty forward. But, of course, there's things that I haven't worked on, clearly. Because as I write this book, I started to feel depressed and, I can't do this. And I'm not that guy. And, I would avoid. I'm avoiding. Until I realized I'm avoiding because I don't want to deal with it. And then I'm like, nope, you have to deal with it. It's important. First off, for myself, but secondly, for you, for the people who are going to take my book on and actually read and get something out of it. So it has been an extremely difficult experience for me to be writing my book because I'm dredging up stuff that I thought I worked on. And I clearly haven't, because as I'm writing, I'm crying and I'm just thinking, God, I remember this time I had to wear this dress. And look, I'm talking when I was 10 and 11, and it still brings tears to my eyes because I remember being 10 and 11 and, wearing my Levi's and my t-shirts. And then all of a sudden we have to go to a family function and it's like, nope, you're wearing the dress. You're wearing the dress, because I owned one dress. I owned one dress when I was a little kid, and it was a little teeny blue dress that came to past a little bit of the matching panty underwear that went with it. And the only reason why I picked out that dress, because it buttoned up front and it had a little collar. So it sort of was like a little bit of a suit. But still, it was a dress. And I used to just go deep down when I had to put that dress on. And I would throw a tantrum, and I would scream and cry until they wouldn't take me. And I would be left at home. Or sometimes take me, and I would be sulking in the car the whole time. And they would leave me in the car while everybody went into the family event. So it's still profoundly in my body and profoundly in my mind. For a reason, because it hurt me to my core. And so this is why I need to write this book, because you, if you are not in that space of already transitioning, are hurting at that level. Young children are hurting at this level. I know it. I know it. There is no way that they are not. And if people don't understand this and they can read this in a book from someone who already went through that experience, they can say, I don't want my child to go through this experience. How can I make sure that it doesn't? You don't force little Buck to wear the dress to the family reunion. You don't. You never. You don't force little Susie to wear the pants when she wants to wear the dress. You don't. You don't do it. You let your child be the person they are, and that person will grow up to be an amazing adult because they didn't have this. And I'm not saying that my turmoil and my fucked up shit didn't make me the surviving, strong person I am today. It fucking sure did. But it doesn't mean you can't be that strong, amazing person without having those gross things happen to you as a child. That's what I'm talking about. Just because I went through that and I made it out alive and I'm this person doesn't mean that it's gonna be that way for you. It could kill you. It could take you out. It could make you not want to be a survivor and kill yourself. So why should we even just like take the chance with these children? Why should we take the chance with these children when it doesn't have to be that way? It's ridiculous. That's the reason why I spend 30 minutes a day writing my book. So there you go. Janetta, how do I say your name? What's a beautiful name? Thank you, my friend. Alex says I'm crying with you. It makes me cry. I really am very connected to myself and very connected to my pain and very connected to why do I still have pain? There's a reason why. Because I need to still get it out to you and to change lives. And that, my friend, yes, Alex, I know that. Yes, my friend. Oh, Rachel's joining us. I can't go yet. Here comes our other moderator, Rachel. Oh, we have to wait for Rachel. Jerry says, I've always been a more masculine person. My parents let me wear what I wanted except for special events. I hated dresses. It's a running theme. We miss you, Rachel. I was waiting for you to come on before I left. We miss you so much. We're so happy that you're back. I hope that you had an amazing vacation, and we have so much going on, and we really need you. So I'm going to drink the rest of my coffee. I'm going to tell you how much I love you. I'm going to tell you how much I miss you, and I'm coming to London pretty soon. I'll keep you posted. My Florida trip next week has been canceled. I was going to be speaking at Southern Comfort Conference, which is the oldest running transgender conference in the United States, and I was going to be speaking there, but they canceled it clearly because of the hurricane. So, and I was going to be going to a trans medical conference, which was going to be awesome because my plan was to bring the lube to the conference to talk about this, getting it into medical settings. But there'll be another opportunity for me to do that. So, in closing, yes, I'll see you in London. Rachel, will be awesome. What do you want? It was what we opened up with and what we're going to close with. What do you want? Think about it today. What do you want? How do you get it? Who are you? How do you change? Are you happy? Start to think about those things. They're very important for you to remember those things, okay? Bless you. I love you. I feel your love back. It's very important to be you, no matter what. No matter what. You do not need the approval of anybody to be you. Remember that. If you're in a toxic relationship, if you're in a toxic environment, if you're in a toxic community, if you're in a toxic Facebook, what are those called? Club. I don't even know what they're called. If you're in a Facebook community, get out. If they're telling you nasty, mean things, get out. Get out. If they're telling you mean, nasty things about other community members, get out. If all they talk about is negative shit, get out. If they don't let you talk about yourself and your own opinions, get out. If they ostracize you or embarrass you or bully you because you're not using the same language, get out. Get out. Get out. It's not your space. It's not your space. They don't want you. They want you to be like them, different. That's not who you are. You are you. You do not need anybody to tell you that. Remember, okay? You do not need anybody. You know who you are. You might not know right now. You might be searching for that, and that's okay. We're always searching. But you know it's here. And so you know when someone says something to you, and even though you might not physically, there's something in your body that says, but wait, but you continue to go there. It's because you're seeking the truth. They're not the truth. You're the truth. Remember that, okay, my kids? Because it's very, very important. We must get this community back on track. And the only way we get this community back on track is freeing us all to have our own expressions, to have our own opinions, to speak alike, to look however we want, not speak alike. What am I saying? We, my friends, must get back to creating individual people, not robots. We don't speak alike, we don't look alike, we don't dress alike, we aren't alike. We are different. We are different. We are individuals. We are not a cult. We are not a community. We are not anything. We are individuals that create a community. You yourself are not a community. You are a person. Okay, remember that. Who makes up a community. Communities have ultimate goals here, but it doesn't mean anything other than that. And if you don't find like-minded people, you're not in the right space. You're not in the right space. This might not be your space. You might not like what you hear here. It's not your space, and that's okay. Bless you. We're cool with that. We know what we're doing here. Find your space. But I pretty much will guarantee you, if you come here once, you're going to come back. Because we love you. We don't make judgment on you. We want you to speak your mind. We want you to have different opinions. We want you to do whatever you want to do with yourself, and we want to help you. Now, doesn't that sound amazing and refreshing? Because it does to me. I love you, kids. Okay, make it your day. I'm going to leave YouTube here first with this. Go, kids, and make it your day, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.